Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Espy here in the commentary, and dude, I was freaking sick again today, but I still want to bring you guys a video because it's been like 2 days or something like that. Alright guys, I know that like a lot of you are probably going to be freaking just absolutely disgusted that I'm playing this game mode right now, but I've actually been having like some good fun on this game mode because like this spawns, even though like the clips aren't even really usable unless like you hit something like a freaking 6 on or something insane. Like the clips aren't even usable, but I'm just having so much fun on this game mode. So today's story is actually about my mom yelling at my school nurse. And this, the funny thing is, this actually happened like today, the day that I'm making this commentary. So even though I was sick, I still had to take my friend, my friend or my brother's friend and my brother to school because they're freshmen, so they don't have their license, you know, freaking freshmen. But yeah, so I had to take them to school, and so even though like I was puking that kind of stuff this morning, I still want to take them to school. I should also mention like the reason why I get sick like so often is because I kind of have like a serious illness, but you know, that's kind of like a different video, I guess. Oh my god! Dude, why did I miss that? I just hit a freaking triple! Jesus, dude. Oh my god, dude. I haven't hit a freaking triple in forever, and of course I choked like the fourth. Whatever, dude. That was actually pretty sick. I'm glad I hit a freaking triple. I haven't done that in so long, dude. Okay, sorry guys. I keep getting off topic. Yeah, I have a serious illness, blah blah blah. It's not like cancer or anything, but you know, it's like it restricts me from going to school sometimes. So yeah. So you know, I was puking this morning, basically the standard stuff, and you know, I knew that it was, if I went to school today, like it was just gonna be a terrible thing. Like I'll probably be sick for like 2 days if I don't rest up today. So you know, I'm driving these two kids to school, and I bring my backpack, you know, like just in case if I'm feeling better or whatever, dude. Like I wasn't gonna, like, if I was feeling better and I was already at school, I was already in my uniform, all that kind of stuff, like why not just go? Thank God, dude. Anyways, but yeah, so I get there, you know, I'm sitting in the car for a little bit, and I just decided, yeah, no, I can't go today. Like I'm gonna feel like crap if I go. I'll probably puke like a whole bunch, like in the hallway, probably puke on some hot girl, and then she'll never talk to me again or something. So I call up my mom and just like, yeah, I'm not gonna go, can you call in for me? And she's saying like it would be easier if you just went into the nurse's office and like asked for a pass. Like they should just let you go because they should know who you are. So anyways, I'm just like, okay, yeah, that's totally fine. My mom doesn't want to go through the trouble of doing that, so yeah, I'll do that for her. Anyways, dude, I try to just go straight to like the attendance office and see if they will give me an off-campus pass, but they said I had to go to the clinic. I'm like, okay, that makes sense, I guess, so I'll go there. So I started heading to the clinic office, and I'm just like, I get there, and the lady isn't even at her desk. I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I guess it's kind of understandable because it was before the late bell, and so I'm just like, okay, so I just stood there for like a minute. It was literally, no, it was more like 10 seconds. I'm just like waiting for her to say something, but she doesn't say anything. So I'm like, okay, excuse me. And she's just like, hold on 1 second. And literally, I have to stand there for about, I'd say like 5 minutes. I'm just standing there in her office for 5 minutes. And then I say again, I'm just like, excuse me, I'm not feeling well. And so then she's just like, okay, I'll be right out there with you. And then she finally gets up from her freaking cave or doing whatever she's freaking doing. So no, right off the bat, dude, we're already off to a bad start. I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not dealing with this, beyond, dude. I could just have my mom call in, like, no problem. I have a 504 accommodation, which means that, like, I have certain rights, I guess, that an hourly student doesn't have. Like, I can leave class early. I can drink water during class if teachers normally don't allow that. Like, I just have different privileges that other students don't get. So when she finally starts to like acknowledge me, I'm just like, okay, so what do I need to do right now? Like, I'm not feeling well. Do you need me to call my mom? Like, what needs to happen for me to go home right now? She's saying, what was your problem with even coming to school in the first place? Like, why did you even come to school if you weren't feeling well in the first, like, did you just decide when you got here? I'm like, no, I had to drop my brother off and my friend off because they needed a ride. She's like, okay, then why didn't your mom just call in? Like, she was just being really dumb about everything, dude. Like, just I mean, you should know who I am. Like, there's not many people with like certain like, I don't know what to call it, like special education. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's basically what it is. Well, she's looking at me like I'm faking this thing. She thinks I'm just trying to go home, freaking jack off all day. Like, who knows what she thinks I'm gonna do, but I'm just trying to go home and pass out, freaking watch Netflix and just like rest. And Dude, I just wasn't feeling good. I was not dealing with this chick. So I literally text my mom. And she's just like, okay, so what's your number so I can call your mom to let her know they weren't feeling well? I'm just like, oh my god. She already knows I'm not feeling good. I literally just dropped my friend off, and I thought that would be easier just to come to the office myself. Well, she finally starts to put in the freaking numbers into the phone. Actually, no, I had to tell her about 5 times. I was like, blah, 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 blah. Like, I was telling her her number, my number over and over, and she wasn't writing it down. I'm just like, do you need to write this down? She's like, yeah, that's a good idea. I'm like, oh my god, are you actually retarded? So she finally starts to write down the numbers after 5 times of repeating myself. And then she finally decides to call my mom. Before this, though, before she had already started calling my mom, I was texting my mom. I'm just like, this chick is being so rude and so disrespectful. Like, dude, because my mom is, like, so protective. Like, I knew that my mom was about to, like, say something. I wasn't trying to, like, start anything, but, like, that, it was just honestly ridiculous. If she treated any student like that, like, that's just not okay. You should be really respectful of somebody who's not feeling well. Like, if you're a freaking nurse for high school, you shouldn't be like pretending like they're fake or something. And immediately I knew that my mom was like saying something to this chick, because she was just silent after she said that first sentence. The only thing that she was saying was yes ma'am. And I was like, okay, my mom's saying something wrong. Like, my mom's saying something right now that she shouldn't be saying. Like, I'm gonna get in trouble or something. So yeah, the nurse was just saying yes ma'am, all this kind of stuff. But apparently, I didn't figure this out till later. But she just was like ignoring everything that my mom was saying to her. Like, my mom, I'll get into that in a sec. She was just expecting for my mom to say, like, no, he has to stay at school. Like, she just didn't believe that I was sick. Like, she would not get through her thick skull that I wasn't feeling good and I was about to go home. So then she's asking for, like, my mom's permission for me to go home. And she writes me an off-campus pass. And, yeah, that was basically the end of it. Obviously, I couldn't hear the conversation while it was happening. But after I got out of the clinic and I was, like, on my way home or whatever, I texted my mom. I was just saying, like, did you just yell at this chick? Like, mom, did you just freaking, like, go off on her? And she's like, no, I was trying to be, like, really, what's the word I'm looking for? I was trying to be really respectful. Like, I wasn't trying to be rude to her, but she was just really dumb, honestly. Dude, I'll actually show you the messages that my mom texted me, because they are so freaking funny, dude. So I said, did you yell at her? She's like, no, I just asked her if she was aware of your history and what is wrong with you. Then I told her you're sick and struggling, and said that you need to come home, and then asked her what I needed to do. She was literally sitting there saying nothing. I said, what do you need from me? She said, I need your permission to send him off campus. I said, okay. She's like, my mom's saying, that chick's not smart, more than inappropriate, but she was rude. I think you should shoot Kyle, which is my counselor, an email and let her know. I felt like she was sitting there not saying anything because she thought you were faking it. Like, literally, dude, like, I was getting that entire impression from her the entire time I was talking to her. And my mom could tell even through the phone. I about came through the phone on her, but I was not rude, I was controlled. Yeah, you have a mother bear protecting you, son. I'm like, thanks mom, you know, all that kind of stuff. And she was saying, but at this point she should know who you are. I tried not to be rude, but I was really annoyed that she didn't understand your case. Anyway, hopefully she pulls you file and reminds herself. Dang, dude, my mom, oh my god, I'm like, dang mom, you're savage. Like, I literally sent this message to her. And then my mom was just like, I just get sick of people's ignorance. Dude, my mom was completely done with this school nurse, dude. Like, my mom, it doesn't, like, deal with stupid people. Like, if somebody's in the wrong, my mom is gonna call them out on it. Like, she's not afraid to, my mom's a very nice lady, but if you're just being retarded, she's gonna call you out on it. Anyways, guys, I hope they did enjoy today's video, and yeah, see you next week. See you on my next commentary, guys. Peace.